we're back. We are so back. I'm so sorry. Literally, you can call me a liar if you wish. I did not record the way that I thought I was gonna record before I went on my Euro summer trip. But it's fine, okay? It's literally all good. We're back. I'm locked in. I'm locked in as fuck right now, and I hope and pray that I can ride this wave and continue and not get burnt out because it's so easy to get burnt out. Okay, so let me tell you guys what we're talking about today. First of all, hi, welcome to On Second Thought. I'm Sophie. I never introduced myself, but I'm going to start introducing myself. I'm Sophie. I'm the creator of this podcast. Like, what's up? Um, yeah. So, let's talk. We are talking about being single because this is me. Okay, this is me like hard launching that I'm single on the pod. Okay? Let's talk about it. I was in a 6-year long relationship, broke up in April, and it's now August. I am doing so well, you guys. Let me tell you why I'm doing so well, what I'm doing so well, and why I love being single, to be so honest, because being in a relationship for 6 years from the ages 15 to 21 is just an experience that is so unique. And honestly, the advice that I have for everyone that's like in a relationship when they're young and they're like, this is my high school sweetheart, we're locked in for good, for real, for real. But you guys, honestly, any young relationship, break up. Dead ass, don't stay with this person because you like think this is end all be all. It's not. Like genuinely, you're so young, and I wish I had a little bit more clarity on that. Not saying that my ex was like a bad person or anything, or like I regret the time that we spent together. Like I still have a lot of love for him and I care about him. But honestly, I feel like it's just it's not the age to be settled down, especially because I went to college when we were together and we stayed together for 3 years of my time at school. And so I still have one more year of college left. And anyways, so I just spent a lot of time being in New York, but having my heart in a different place and missing him and wanting to talk to him and just like thinking about what our life could look like if we were in the same place rather than living my life in the place that I am in. And I think that that really stunted a lot of growth for me and a lot of like just experiencing my life living in New York and making friends and really putting my energy into that rather than putting my energy into missing him and, you know, like just wanting to be in the same place as him. Just spending so much time thinking about the future like, okay, when are we going to stop doing long distance? Like when are things going to like, come into place for like our future and, getting married and having all the things that we like talked about. And honestly, like it just held me back a lot. And it's just unfortunate, but you know what? That's just life. You just learn and you move on, and that's just the experience that I've had, and I feel like I have a lot to reflect on and share about why I am so like happy being single at the moment. So, let's get into it because yeah, I don't know, like literally okay. So, let me tell you guys a bit about my my dating history cuz like I am a chronic relationship person. What is that called? A serial relationship er dater. So I was in a 6-year long relationship. I got into that relationship my freshman year of high school. Before that, I was in a 1-year long relationship with my 8th grade boyfriend who also was long distance. So let's just like, paint a clear picture that I have always been in relationships. I never considered what my life could look like if I wasn't in one. And I think that having like that person, that attachment really like was a sense of comfort for me. And I think that because I had relationships so early, like serious boyfriends early on in my life, I never considered what it could look like to have like super, super solid, like girlfriend relationships, and I think that because of those boyfriends, I didn't continue to put in that energy into those friendships. And so I'm like learning that now. I'm learning how to be a friend and what true like friendship with like girls can look like. And when you just kind of take the energy that you're putting into someone like that you love and like kind of disperse it more into other relationships, like it comes back tenfold. I've already seen just like the bond that like women have immediately is so much stronger than like any relationship I've ever had, like with a man. So it's honestly been really liberating to be able to take the energy and like the love that I had from my past relationship and put it into those friendships and just like, I don't know, understand that you don't need to be in like a, loving, like a love in love relationship, like a significant other situation to feel love. Does that make sense? And I could have said that better. But that's what I think. And that is honestly kind of crazy. And I think that, like, that also shows that my relationship was not the right relationship. Because if I was with the right person, I wouldn't be taking, I wouldn't have to, figure out how to disperse the love. I think that it would be a lot clearer and easier, and I would have just, a more supportive partner who understands how important my female friendships are to me and can, I don't know, it just to me, like, having to figure out all of that and not having, like, a person that I can really reflect and talk to about these things was really difficult, and I think that, like, for him, it was like, "Okay, well, you need to talk to me and, like, give me this attention rather than, like, giving it to your friends, etc." And I don't think that that was intentional on his part, but I think that it was both of us kind of being so locked in on each other that it really held both of us back. Okay, let's talk about personally me and what I love so much about being single. Okay, first of all, freedom. I don't have to spend a long time on the phone every day. And I don't have to like have my world like surrounded by my phone. Like that's the most frustrating thing is like when we would FaceTime, I'd have to like carry my phone around my fucking apartment. And I just would be like, okay, like I don't really feel like looking at my phone right now. Like I wanna or like setting my phone up so that I can like sit and like knit. Cause that's like I wanna just knit. But I don't wanna set my phone up. I wanna just watch TV. Or I just wanna sit down. Or I just wanna read my book. Like I didn't love that aspect, especially because it was long distance, like, that kinda sucked. But now I can be selfish. Honestly, not even selfish. I just don't even have to, like, check in on someone who is, like, relying on me emotionally. Obviously, like I said, my friends, but, like, of course, like, I can go over to their house and see them. Like, it's a lot easier to kind of engage with them, not like it's on the phone or on FaceTime or whatever. So that has been the number one top tier situation. Being selfish, getting to like just kind of not have to think like spend so much time thinking about the future. And I think that that was one imbalance in our relationship is like we both really loved each other and we really wanted to like make it work, be together, get married, all the stuff. But I felt like I was the only one actually considering the logistics because I'm a planner. I am very type A. Like, I'm fucking planning. I'm like, okay, here's our 5 year plan. I'm gonna move here, or you're gonna move here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get this job, this, whatever. And it just like holds you back so much because plans like that really just never work out. I'm sorry. I'm not even out of college yet. I don't know what the fuck I want to do for a job. And I'm honestly, this is the first time that I can say I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. And I feel no worry. Like, I feel so content knowing that, like, as long as I'm continuing to grind and work my ass off and, just like considering my future, like, it will work out. First of all, let me finish and get my degree. Second of all, it's going to be fine. It's literally going to be fine. So, yeah, I think that now, like, I'm in a place where that anxiety about the future has really just, I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry. So, yeah. Yeah, that's been the best part about it. Next thing that I've really just loved about being single, um, like I said, there was an imbalance in the relationship. I don't really need to take care of someone who is not taking care of me. And yeah, like I said, like I was the one thinking about the logistics. In the relationship, I was the one taking care of the emotions. Okay. I really felt like I was not treated equally in the way that like I would take care of him and what his stresses and, walk him through situations and like what he was stressed about or whatever. And I feel like I really was just there for him. And obviously, I want to be there for him. I want to be there for all the people in my life. I want to like take on their emotions, obviously, because I feel like the type of person that I am. But like, honestly, it just sucks when it's like one sided. Like, I want to be able to rely on someone as they can rely on me. So, like, there were many a time when I was really going through it in New York sad or like whatever it was. Like I'm in New York, I'm far away from my family, I'm struggling with whatever, stress about school or just stress about at the time, work and getting job and all that internship stuff. Stress. I'm just stressed. Right now I'm good. But in the past it was difficult. And oh my gosh, the amount of times that I would break down crying. Obviously, because hello, that's totally valid. This is my 6 year long partner. I can break down and cry and expect emotional support or like, I'm so sorry, like, what do you need? Like, what can I do for you? Like, let me hear you. Let me like try to give you some advice. What I think about the situation. None of that. Well, the barest bare minimum possible. Like, literally, oh, it's like painful to even think about because of how upset, like more upset I would get trying to, pull out some support from him and then get pretty much nothing and then have to explain to him what I was looking for. So, like, I would end the phone call being more upset, basically. And it just was so frustrating and at a certain point, literally just so exhausting. I was like, I'm not even gonna call this person when I'm going through it, which sucks because if you're talking about trying to be my husband and I can't even talk to you about my day-to-day anxieties, how like that just doesn't make any sense in my mind. So it really came to a point where I was like, I need to think about well, obviously, I need to think about the future because shit's gonna happen that's gonna be 10 times fucking worse than like I'm struggling with an assignment or I'm struggling looking for a job. You know what I mean? Like, so I needed someone, I just need someone to not make me more upset when I'm already upset. So that was really something that was very frustrating, you know, all throughout our relationship, but really peaked at the end and I just couldn't do it anymore. Especially when I have people like I have my mom and I have my friends and like I know that I can go to them and feel so much better after the conversation. So I'm like, why do I have this person who literally like is supposed to be the most important person in my life? Like and can't even truly like help me through a difficult situation and difficult emotions. And one thing about me, I'm very emotional. Like I don't care. I will let out my emotions. I want to talk about what I'm feeling. Like, that's just how it is for me. And that's how it's like been in my family, etc. And I think that maybe that was the difference between us. Like, I don't think that he really had that or he like expressed his emotions the same way. And I just think there was an imbalance, like I said before. But it was really coming to a point where like I just felt like I was taking care of someone who could not take care of me, and that is like truly the best thing about being single is I don't have to check in. I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry. Anyways, yeah, so that's another thing that I'm really feeling content about in my life. Next thing. Okay. I think that I said this earlier, but like I moved to New York and I'm here, I'm getting to know myself, my life, whatever. But I was have holding so much, like, I'm not about to say I'm holding so much space, but I was, spending so much energy on someone who wasn't even in the same place as me. And my mind was just not in New York, not focusing on my life here. And so now I can really genuinely get to know me from a place of like, I'm really happy and I want to go do these things and like explore the city, not I'm really sad and I need a distraction. Does that make sense? Because I feel like when I first moved here, my freshman year of college, I needed distractions, to get my mind off of being away from him and obviously being away from home and just being in a new place. But I think that it was going about with the wrong intention, not going about it with, I am in a new place. Yes, I'm homesick, but I need to explore this, embrace it, and learn how to be here, how to live here. And I just think that, I don't know, like something about our relation, like just because we were not together, it really held me back. And now I'm getting to know me. Oh, I'm getting to know me through the perspective of myself and not through the perspective of him. Because I feel like I'm very much myself. I like what I like. I love clothes, I love fashion. And honestly, my style, like, no one can tell me, no one can say anything bad about my style and like make me want to change the way I look or the way I dress because I'm so rooted in myself. But and I think that, like, I had to fight for that with him, but that's the thing, is that I still was looking at myself through his perspective. I Whoa, hold on. I'm trying to be, like, nice, but, I when I cut my hair short, it was actually kind of like a what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god. Like a transition period? I would say, like, I didn't even mean for that to happen, but in March, my hair was falling out like crazy, like clumps. I talked about this, I'm pretty sure on the podcast. So bad. So I was like, I literally cannot do this. My hair looks so, so bad. I just cut it myself. And then I got it cut when I went home and I love it. I love my hair. Like everyone thinks my hair looks so good and it's just like it's nice. I really do like it. And I wanted to cut my hair short in December. And he said about that if I cut my hair short, everyone would think I look like a boy. I don't know why I didn't break up with him sooner. After having like someone say that to me, I would not fucking put up with that shit. I'm sorry. If someone said that to me, who I don't even like know, like if it was just like a random person, literally fuck you. But like because it's someone that I've been with for 6 years, whatever, I just kind of like brush it off because comments were said like that pretty frequently. And I think that, like, now, because I don't have this other person who can say anything about what I look like, what I dress like, etc., and I'm not worrying about that, I can just do what I want. And I don't know, do like I literally I get people literally tell me all the time, like, "You're glowing." And I'm like, "Thank you." Like, yeah, thanks. It's because I don't have to, answer to someone or, explain myself to someone, explain my outfit or explain like anything. I can literally just do what I wanna do, and that is, like, the top tier thing about being single is, like, I can just be myself. My personality does not revolve around anyone else, and not that it ever should in a relationship, but, like, I don't know, it's just been so freeing to be able to get to know me, do my thing, and be truly, like, content in my decisions. Yeah, wait. Sorry, that just, like, really struck a nerve because it's nice to reflect. Like it honestly is really healing to reflect on being single and getting to know me and etc. So yeah, one last thing. This is what I've learned from being single and what I've learned from being in a relationship. Well, okay, all of this is from learning from being single and in a relationship. But okay, like I said before, I don't need to take care of someone who doesn't take care of me. I also learned from this relationship that I can communicate all I want, and I'm a great communicator. I mean, I have a podcast, for crying out loud. I can talk. But at the end of the day, it really relies on whether the person is actually hearing your needs. Because yeah, like I said, you can talk all you want. You can say how you're feeling as clearly as possible. It just is like really on the person that's listening if they are actually hearing what you need and whether they can, take action. And I think that that was where, once again, the relationship was falling short because action could not be taken. And it's unfortunate, but you know what? Like I said, I'm glowing and I'm really happy. And I think that if you are, okay, one last piece of advice. If you have any doubt at all in your mind about your relationship, like any at all, maybe listen to the doubt. I was denying that doubt for so long, like years, putting up with the same things that were hurting me and making me feel disrespected and just invisible, and I just put up with it. And then finally, I don't know what happened. Maybe my brain started to develop properly. I finally listened to that doubt, and that's when I ended the relationship. Or, well, it was mutual, sort of, but that's when I decided to approach that conversation about ending the relationship. Because honestly, it's not worth it to be in a relationship where you're constantly questioning it or having to push down any sort of doubt. Because that is not sustainable at all. That's like not no, just no. So I have yet to experience what it's like to be in a relationship without having that doubt, but I don't need to worry about that right now because I need to just focus on doing my thing and being single and being happy. Cause like genuinely, I'm genuinely like so happy right now, and I really want everyone to feel happy. Okay? Yeah. Anyways, that is all I have for this episode. I hope it made sense. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope you can break up with your boyfriends if you're having any doubts. Like, you have the courage to do it. Literally, I'm telling you right now, life will go on. You will be fine. You'll be fine. Okay? So, that's all I have for this week. This week, I promise. Next week, there'll be another episode. Promise. Okay? I love you guys. I will see you next time. Bye.